So moving into a new year after a year of shedding skins where we have more power, more forward movement than ever before moving into 2026. It's going to be a big year. And I know so many people are sat with the question of, well, how do I shift my reality? How do I change my reality? How do I make sure that this time next year I am not where I am now? So, how do I shift the very fabric of my reality? Because until you make the unconscious conscious, you're going to keep on recreating the past because that's all your mind, your creative system knows. So, we want to open your mind to new possibilities, to the very essence of who you are and why you're here, to be the conscious creator of your reality. Now, to shift the fabric of your reality, to become the conscious co-creator of your reality, sounds pretty amazing, right? To know that you're creating whatever it is that's out there, and that you really can make big changes. And sometimes it also sounds pretty impossible. But it's the truth of who we are. Whatever you're seeing out there in your external reality right now is what you have created on some level, co-created on some level, even the bits that we don't like. So if you're in a job that you don't like, if you keep choosing the wrong relationships, like the biggest thing that shifted my reality was accepting responsibility for what I create, for what I have created. And in that, you take your power back. When you're able to take radical responsibility for your life, for yourself, you take your power back. You stop giving it out there and you put it back in here. You realize, remember the truth of who you are, and you then can begin to create. So in this video, I just want to help you see how you can shift your reality so that this time next year things look different. We all have dreams, desires, goals that we want to fulfill. We all have the capability to fulfill them, to make them happen in our reality. The reason we're given dreams, desires is so that we can step into that person, become that person, express that energy, and go through the evolution. It doesn't really matter if we get the thing or not. We can get the thing, we can make the thing happen, but it's about how we change, grow, evolve in the process. Now, there are two ways that we decide on our dreams. There is and our goals and where we're going. One is based in fear, and the other is based in soul, in love, in expansion. So when I take my clients through a goal setting process, we talk about the goal and we talk about why you have that goal. So say your goal is to make £100,000 in your business next year, then we sit with why you want that goal. Is it so that you don't feel scarcity anymore, so that you don't worry about your bills, so that you don't keep feeling the dread when you open a new invoice? Or is it because you want to experience the possibility that having that level of wealth will give you? What can I create from this expanded place? You see the difference in the two. One is, oh no, I need to protect myself, very much based in survival. The other is, wow, what's possible when I'm my truest expression, and that is one of wealth and abundance. So two very different ways to come at exactly the same goal. And that is a simple kind of mindset shift. But we need to be able to go deeper if we're going to actually make the changes that we need to make in order to see those shifts. Because we can make the mindset changes, but nothing can actually change. The mindset changes are important, but once we've been into the shadow. So you need to bring awareness into your current situation. Let's stick with money in business. So say in this situation, what is actually playing out? You need to know what the stories are and why you might be creating this. Why might you be creating? What are you getting out of keep on living this reality? Because you're getting something from it. What is it? You need to be very aware of why your mind, why your ego, why your psyche would be creating this. What's it asking you to learn? What are you not seeing? Where are you stuck in the past? All of these things are going to help you understand the unconscious driving desire behind you living this reality, because we're always manifesting what we want, but it's mostly unconscious. And if it's unconscious, it's probably based in fear. So because our egos are wired for survival, they're not wired for thriving or expansion. So that's where we get to play and make some changes. But first, you must bring total honest awareness to what is your actual reality. No beating yourself up, no kind of making excuses, just honest facts about where you are, why you might be there, and then you need to accept it. You need to accept your reality, and you need to sit with everything that's coming up for you, the emotions. If this is related to your parents telling you that you have to work hard to earn money, and that isn't how you want to run your business. So what was the feeling? Or maybe your parents said you'd never, that this isn't possible for you. So what's the feeling that comes up with this when you think about the goal? Like, what's the stories? What's the gap? What are you not seeing? Where are you not aligned? Alignment with the higher vision, the higher perspective, and awareness of really where you are, that will help you close the gap. And so to create something new, you have to make a decision outside of where you have been, because you're always creating the past. Your body lives in the past. You're always going to move towards the past, recreating the past, because the psyche might want to resolve something, or it is like the ego might want to resolve what you were made to believe about yourself when you were little. But you must be aware of the higher perspective and make your new decisions based in infinite possibility, in courage, in love, in expansion, because that's what's going to make the changes. And this is where the mindset work comes in. This is where the understanding what stories are true and false. Most of them are false because most of them are based in the past, and the past doesn't exist anymore. So you have to be aware of where the decisions you're making are coming from, and make the new decisions based in possibility. You can always ask, am I making this based in fear, or am I making this based in love? You must take new actions, different actions outside of your conditioning, outside of what you've been told is possible, because only then are you going to change. So it's like the ripple effects, cause and effect, karma. You make a decision, and a series of effects will happen from that decision. If you're making the same decisions to keep you safe, you're going to get the same results. But if you're making new decisions based in a higher perspective, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be right, but you're going to get a different chain of events happen afterwards, a different effect. So have a think about what decisions you need to make in order to actually shift your reality. And that's how you shift the fabric of your reality. That's how you're going to make 2026 a very different year to 2025 or what you've experienced previously, because you're changing your internal blueprint. You're releasing the conditioning that you've always lived your life by. You're changing your frequency. You're going in this process, you're going to release what's holding you back. You're going to address it. You're literally going to change your internal wiring. And the law of the universe says that your reality, external reality, must reflect that. So you make the changes internally, and you're going to make the changes externally. You're going to see them. You're going to reap the rewards. I know that 2026 is going to be an amazing year for you. If you want some support with this, I have an incredible program, Know Thyself, that will help you create a devotional spiritual practice to make this vision a reality, to bring you into alignment with the vision, understand more about manifestation and what you're creating, where your life is now and where you want it to be. It's really, this process is a process of knowing thyself. That's all it is. Simple. So if you want to learn more about that, the link is in the description. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Hit the like button if you did, and subscribe to see more videos like this.